Alright, we're doing it the good old way of me activating my streamer mode. So, apparently, there is a lot that's currently happening around League of Legends, and Riot is just announcing new things, such as now we got their roadmap, which also includes new information, such as the fact that Zeri is gonna get a legendary skin. Now there is also a new ARAM that is out, and there is a lot that I have to talk about, which means I need to speed things up, which also means that, yeah. I'm a React streamer again. So yeah, last time when we broke the entire comic apart, which included Zhao and his really cool connection to Twilight and everything around Darkin, people really like that. However, I've heard that this comic is not that big. It is just a really cool setup. There is a cool moment. I saw one screenshot. I'm kind of excited to dive into that one. But outside of that, this comic should be fine for me just to do a good old classic reaction. Also, it is like 10 minutes long. I am afraid to even guess how long this reaction is gonna be, but I guess here we go. And also, I'm expecting everything to be voiced, right? I don't have to read. I've read enough in my career. Please don't make me read. Ah, God, there is reading! Okay, so after reading this, I can tell you this is just a TLDR of the story that happened so far, so nothing big. And it also includes Bo Yang, which is Xinzhao's friend from the boat, Viscero. That one was included at the end of the last comic, so that's where it continues. Good.
Oh, Yang, why? I have no quarrel with you.
I
We
like...
were like brothers. We met on this very ship.
Alright, hold on.
I did not choose this fight, Xinzhao. I am only here because deep down, there is something you know you have yet to face.
Okay, so he's
What?
immediately breaking fourth wall. I'm gonna turn off autoplay because I actually want to go through these. So this is in the Trials of Twilight, and it seems like Xinzhao is about to realize that this is not his actual friend. It is a vision.
I did everything I could to save you. You must know that.
Or he actually knows from the beginning. Okay, good.
Yes. You were always the better fighter. Here, and in Noxus.
Also, that voice actor is good.
I saw you break his skull with a mop stick. A child felling a grown man with a single blow.
Well, to be fair, the Noxians also use children in war, okay?
First life I ever took. I did not mean to kill him. I was only trying to protect our crew. The Noxians respected that, at least.
No, old friend. They did not. You and I were worthless to them. Cut loose as soon as we landed in the capital. But the rest of the crew was sent straight to the reckoning pits.
So this is all
Old fishermen and deckhands.
really cool retelling of Xinzhao's lore.
Got them all killed.
So there's not... Okay, so there's like minor details that are new, but so far it's like a
This cannot.
retelling of Xinzhao's
He
lore, which is
went
pretty
on to
cool.
become the great Viscero, winning the crowd's adoration with each new victory. And I followed you to the very end, all the way to Karlstead.
Oh, Yang!
So immediately, I don't know if you saw it here. Can I go back to that part quickly?
You and I were worthless.
He actually glows gold,
Cut loose as soon as we landed in the capital.
just like the
The
Twilight.
crew was sent straight to the reckoning pits. Old fishermen.
I wonder what that means. Okay, hold on. So now,
Them all killed.
see, why is he glowing gold now? In this very specific case, where he's talking about them being taken to the reckoning pits. So is this like something that the Twilight caused? If there is like that kind of a plot twist here, I would love that.
No.
Alright, let's go. What if the Twilight actually caused all of this? For Xinzhao to like walk that path. Okay, hold on.
I am here, my friend.
Why are Demacians here?
Though I
We are
never
on the shores of
want to see
Ionia.
this place again.
Hang on.
Pray this time will be the last. Tell me, Xinzhao, was it worth it?
This is really cool. And I'm gonna assume this is gonna transition into like another vision because the Demacians shouldn't be here because it's not the present time. We are like back in like, you know, Viscero time. I don't know. Whatever happens in the trials, I guess.
In all the battles you have fought, the lives you have ended,
This is so well done.
do you truly believe you make the world a better place?
This is so
Or
good.
more could have been done by choosing not to fight at all.
Okay, so we need to remember, like, LeBlanc is still involved in all of this. So I'm gonna assume she's, like, sowing doubt into Zin. There it is.
Seneschal.
Okay, so, okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so it shifts.
It is sire or my liege lord. We have become far too lax in protocol of late.
Okay, something's immediately off.
Liege Lord,
Nuh-uh.
forgive me.
Nuh-uh. That's not how Jarvan spoke to Zin pretty much ever from any of the stories that we read, because they were really close friends. And you know that from the... I forgot what the story is called. It's like the... I'll show it on screen, from that one story. Sure.
I wonder perhaps if this is the cause of your distraction.
So who's
The
testing
gardeners
Zin?
Tell me you plague them with questions about the wildwoods.
Is it Zahen? Hold on.
And that is to say nothing of the many hours you have wasted in the palace library these past weeks.
Okay, so someone is really screwing up with him.
With this new unrest in the eastern borderlands, I must have confidence that my seneschal will always be ready when needed.
I love how they call it the Eastern
Perhaps it would be better
Borderlands.
for you to leave. Go and make peace with whatever this is.
Alright, I kinda love this because that's not I don't think that's how it probably went down from like what we've read at the beginning of the story, because Zhao arrived in Ionia kinda like curious but kinda at peace that like he knew, you know, he was sent there, everything was fine. But also, I love that they call it the Eastern Borderlands, because from Demacia, if you go to the east, there is like an area where you have like Arbormark and all of those places where they are not necessarily Demacian, they are not Noxian. It's like a Wild West in the middle of Valoran. And I like that they call it Borderlands.
No, this was not how it happened.
Okay, there you
He
go.
was never so unkind.
Okay, so something's LeBlanc probably. Something's happening here.
I release you from your oaths. Take one of my ships and return to Ionia. And do not worry yourself.
Wait, hold on, release him from his oath, as in, like he doesn't have to guard him anymore?
For as long as I remain upon the throne, Demacia shall be a beacon of hope.
What Darkin is that? What Darkin is that, and why is he so cool? Sire! Okay. And transition into skins. Hold on, this is cool. Okay, so it's Garen. Okay, so Garen makes sense now. Wait, hold on, hold on. We're back in... That's not the Demacian throne room. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Also, hold on, go back. His eye is white. Does it go into... Oh, it's just a shadow. It was a bug. If you go back, the eye is black, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. Okay. Because this now looks like the Noxian Reckoning Pits again, but I gotta assume it's supposed to be the Demacian throne room because it is the same area where the skin was shown. He got the new spear, which is the old spear that was given to him by Jarvan, by the way. Okay, throne is destroyed.
Have I failed?
More than you can possibly know.
Damn, that voice is good.
Oh, by the winged protectors. You are...
Wings protectors, by the way, he's talking about Gale and Morgana, and also this is so good.
The young prince you knew, beloved son of your dead master. But no more.
I saw that. I saw. Okay, so it's LeBlanc. I saw that. Am I crazy? I can't pause this. But yeah, it's LeBlanc. The Flash. Okay, I saw that.
But no more.
So LeBlanc is making him doubt. Oh, because of course LeBlanc is trying to make Zhao pick up the Darkin weapon. Hold on.
The noble lad you swore to protect, now a mere vessel. The line is ended. This kingdom is doomed.
Pause.
You should have gone back when the Shrine Witch told you to.
I said pause.
This is not real. It is just the test.
Can you imagine fighting something like that in the MMO? Someone invited me into a game. I'm declining unless it's gonna be the MMO.
You are deluded, worthless, a broken spear.
I like this. Okay, now that I know that it's LeBlanc.
You to defy the sun-born god warriors of Shurima. We who vanquish the void itself.
Okay, that's cool. I've never heard anyone actually relate to the Darkin as the good guys, because it is true. They are the ones who vanquished the void. Without them, Icathia would have probably eaten a lot more of the world.
This world is ours. We will take it back.
You know what? That's a really good perspective that I did not think about before. Okay, hold on. Now I'm getting excited again.
Perhaps
LeBlanc.
is the answer.
He's gonna pick up the Darkin weapon. He's gonna die. Here we go.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess not.
That's not the answer you seek.
Oh, is it Zahen? Okay, hold on. Zahen saved him. And that is Yunara getting him out, right? God dang it! We almost had that Zhao, okay? We almost had it. And then he got saved, dang it.
Yunara?
Okay, hold on, that's cool though.
I was in the...
Alright, hold on. Where are they?
Someone was watching, and there was a voice in the darkness.
So LeBlanc almost convinced him to actually pick up the weapon. But Zahen is the one who pulled him out of that.
You mean you heard him too?
And also, this is a screenshot that I saw.
During your
Hold on, we'll dive
trials?
into this in a moment.
You think it was Zahen's voice?
I don't know. It should not be possible, but
Nah, it's gonna be Zahen.
the trials were meant to test each of us alone. Why would he call out to guide us through?
He did not guide me. If anything, he warned me away from the Darkin weapons.
Why does it feel like I'm watching another episode of Arcane?
Then, just as he tried to tell me, all those years ago, he fears he will soon bring about this world's ending.
Okay, that's cool. So Zahen he actually believes he's getting slowly corrupted and he will become a proper Darkin, which makes sense. He faced Zolani before. There is a really good chance that he got corrupted by Zolani. He did not turn mad because he didn't fight the void, at least as far as we know. There would be like some kind of sign of madness in him, I guess, if he fought in Icathia before. But it seems like he didn't get corrupted by the void, but he did get touched by Zolani, which means he should be turning to like something Darkin-esque-ish, but maybe he's not gonna be like a proper Darkin. What I quickly wanna have a look at is there gonna be a better shot? It's the wall behind him. Hold on.
You knew him better than anyone.
I'll let this play. If not, I'm
Do you
gonna go
trust
back.
that his promise to the Kinku still holds? Or has he lured in others to help free him from the spirit realm?
Nah, LeBlanc just
Zahen
invaded.
saved Ionia and the Third Lands. There has to be some good still left in him.
He saved the Third Lands too. Oh yeah, because Third Lands are Shurima.
Very well.
I think we learned that in the
No
last
matter
comic.
what dark sorcery is at work here, we will not abandon him.
Alright, is that to be continued? Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, no, we're not. Nah, go back. 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 Nah. So in the here. So they here. This is interesting because if you have a look at the wall in the background, actually shout out to Twisted who noticed something really cool. So this wall has like some kind of prophecy on it, likely. Because I'll find a better image because it is also on the cover of the last comic, I believe. In this wall, you can see the sun on the left because this is the Shuriman sun disk. The moon on the right because this is the counterpart to the sun. What else it would be? The moon. And that's because we have now Zoe as the Targonian aspect that got its own skin, being the Twilight, with Twilight being like something in between the sun and the moon. It's almost like an entity that can control both. Now in the middle, this looks like the Ionian sigil that actually Yunara has on her back as well, and she also has the drop on her forehead, so maybe. Also, you can see Yunara here. Okay, so this might be the sigil for Ionia in general then. This is Yunara, definitely. And this, there's like an eye with the same tear, which means that could be the Eye of Twilight. It could be Shen, or like the previous Eye of Twilight, who actually made this shrine, because if the trials are like part of the shrine, we can assume we are in the shrine right now, and you can actually see it here. So this could be the Eye of Twilight, who like kind of like created the trial. But this in the middle, this is the coolest thing. So again, shout out to Twisted who noticed this. If you bring up the skin, the new skin for Zoe, you can see that this matches her perfectly. She has like the little crown on her forehead where like one thing is little bit taller than the other. You can actually see it here where one corner is taller than the other. It has a circle in the middle, and she has almost like the half moon around her neck, which is exactly what you can see here, and it also goes behind. Like this is the Zoe. This is the aspect of Twilight. You can also see that it has like the marks on the sides, which is similar to the mark that she has across her eye, and it's also all related to the golden seams, which means Riot actually managed to do the impossible, and they managed to finally link the Eye of Twilight and the aspect of Twilight, which previously in the lore, these two had nothing in common. It was just a coincidence that both were Twilight. But yeah, the writers working on League actually managed to pull off the impossible, and without any major retconnings, they actually connected these two. And I cannot believe they pulled this off. But yes, now it's obvious that Zoe, or the aspect of Twilight that's behind Zoe, is actually a big player in whatever is happening here. But also, the comic kind of ends after this, which is unfortunate because there is like to be continued.
We will not abandon him.
And now that means that, hold on, what are we looking through? Oh, also I got XP. Do I also get like an icon or something? Survey. Hang on first. What are we looking through here? It looks like like a little Targonian portal or a gate. Is this gonna be a vision from LeBlanc? But yeah, long story short, so in this comic we learned that LeBlanc is screwing with Zhao. She is trying to just like put doubt into his mind because that goes through the Darkin. Like she almost actually made him pick up the weapon. And also through all the other visions, she lied to him. Those things didn't happen. Jarvan III was actually a cool guy until Katarina murdered him. In case you didn't know. But yeah, pretty cool setup. Nothing super major. It wasn't as big as the last Zahen comic. Which makes you wonder now, when is Zahen gonna come out? And also, the next time we get a comic, does that mean Zahen is gonna get revealed as a champion now? Because we should see if he is a Darkin or whatever he is next time. So hopefully, right now it seems like it is lining up with Worlds. That will make sense. I wouldn't be surprised if like during the finals there was like a teaser and there's a champion. Poof! There you go. I don't know how else Riot would handle this, because if they don't do this, then we are waiting like 2 more months for another champion, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway, I want to see what the survey is. And the survey says Thank you for reading the warning. All right, hold on. 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, you know what? We're going through this. Which of these comics do you remember reading? I remember Bringer of Ruin, the Fourth Principle. No, the fourth, I was like, I remember, but do I remember? Pilgrimage was good. Shrine was good. The Truth was really good. The Fourth Principle is like, why? I was like, I remember it, sure, but like, I was expecting a little bit more, because in case you don't know, that's the one with Mel. When Mel came out, she got a comic. There was Alistar, who got immediately snitched out of the game, and that was that. What was your preferred way to experience the motion comics you read? Autoplay, probably. Oh, definitely autoplay. And it's because it's voiced. It's voiced, and the sound effects are amazing. Which of the following statements best describe how you feel about the importance of in-game rewards for reading motion comics? Give me an icon, honestly. If you give people an icon for this, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. They are, I don't know if they are not nice, but not necessary. I do feel they are essential. Because if you don't do this, people will postpone reading the comic until they just forget, oh, it's gone. And then they miss out on it. So nope, you have to do something in there. An icon, again, is probably just perfect. All right, hold on. So if the comic is connected to a minigame, how likely is it to impact my engagement with it? If the comic was part of the minigame, I will, in fact, play that. So, much more likely to engage with the minigame. But if the minigame is really bad, then it's like nothing really happened. So it is, you know what? But in the true sense, yes, it will make me much more likely to engage. Of the opinions below, how would you prefer to experience motion comics moving forward? I like them separate, actually. Standalone experience is amazing. Genuinely, you play these and it feels like you are going through an episode of like a spin-off of Arcane. It's perfect. Which of the following are you aware of? Okay, so what am I aware of? Animated artwork, yes. Audio design, amazing. Voice acting, godly. Musical soundtrack is... it's good. You don't have to pay that much attention to that one. As long as you have like some kind of backtrack, it's fine. Story recaps of previous... I don't really care about those, honestly. But like, I'm aware of them, so like, sure. How much did you like or dislike the use of each feature below for Leaks 2025 motion comics? Animated artwork, liked it a lot. Sound effects, yeah, they're fine. Not as important. I'm just gonna do this like in importance, I guess. Voice acting, godly. Musical soundtrack, Story recaps, you don't. Yeah, I don't think you have to, honestly. Okay, what would I like to see more in the comics? Focusing on specific champions, yes. On seasonal thematics at a time. I mean, I would like to see all. So, like, what do I do here? General Runeterra lore. I think it will be too vague, but you can hide that in like specific champions. So you know what? I'll do seasons and specific champions. These two are good. Okay, there's still more. Okay, what do I prefer most? I would prefer motion comics that tell a continuous, longer-running narrative. I would prefer each motion comic to tell no, longer-running narrative is good. Because it pushes the story of League forward. And people don't have to read anything. This is probably the best way that League can do lore right now. This is the best way to get people into League's lore. And that's that! My response has been recorded, and so has been this video. So now, I just realized like half of the screen was cut off, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully everything was on the screen. So, yeah. This comic was pretty good. I can't believe Riot is actually making the lore more interesting in League. And that's without writing a lot of paragraphs. Everything kind of works. But unfortunately, it seems like Zhao lives. Or he lives so far. LeBlanc didn't make him pick up the Darkin weapon, but who knows? He's still supposed to fight Atakan. Atakan, I believe in you. You're gonna kill him, right?